Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today, gold stake win streaks are a thing of the past. We've ascended to Ante 9 win streaks. We were able to reach Ante 10 on the red deck, we were able to reach Ante 12 on the blue deck, and now, continuing with the yellow deck. Okay, we could go for hearts. Pretty good start with high hearts here. Ship it. Okay, plenty of money here. I want this buffoon pack. If I get points, I can also take delayed gratification. Hologram is very strong and totally viable for a very long-term plan. This is what we use to get to Ante 12 in the blue deck run. I want to take this, but if we take the delayed gratification, we could have trouble scoring. Maybe what we do is we take a standard pack. I kind of want the telescope. So, I think I'm just going to go next. I'm just going to do a regular round 2 here, big blind. Rather than go for the queen, I'm going to go for the spades. It's a little bit more consistent. One more time, spades. Okay. I could follow up with hearts. I could play some sort of pair. Okay, we got the hearts. That's it. So I want to save my money for interest as much as possible, but I probably want the telescope. Sock and Buskin is something which can be very powerful for a very long-term plan. A very high-scoring plan. It is going to cost us right now, which is a little bit dangerous. I don't feel great going into the boss completely unprepared, so I will take the telescope. What if we do flushes this time? I kind of hate that idea. Let's do it. So, Celestial pack for Jupiter, for sure. It's crazy that if we had any Joker that gave us plus molt, even just plus 10 molt from a Droll Joker, I would save myself probably 20 bucks here, but oh well. Do I want to take a standard pack for my hologram? I think that's fine. We can pick up a glass 4. Go next. Okay, how about hearts? The straight doesn't work. I can get the hearts. High-ish hearts. After all that spending, after all that work, in the next round I still need 2 hands to win. Shoot the moon helps. I probably don't take the juggler as an eternal. I don't think I can sacrifice the Joker slot. Spectral packs are great for growing the hologram. We could use Grim to get more aces. We could make 2 holograms. That's spicy. I'm going to take the Celestial pack for the Jupiter card just to make sure that I don't die. And then by taking the Jupiter card, I don't need Shoot the Moon. We could just go next. Alright. Spades. Chip it. Alright, next round again. Despite having 2 holograms, despite having level 3 flushes, we still need 3 hands to win the next round. Sorry, 2 hands to win the next round. You really want that early plus molt. For example, this red card. So I want the Hermit. I want the red card. If I take the red card, we can save the Hermit. Let's go next. All I gotta do is get 2 flushes. I guess, is there a universe in which we play the full house? If I play the full house, I have a ×2. Yeah. Do we go full house 1? And then we need a flush. We could do a hearts flush or a spades flush. Let's go for spades. Don't need the straight. We just need the 1 flush. And now we will lean on the red card to help us win the next round. Pretty greedy to try to hold on to the hermit. I think I'm just going to use it now. And I want to start with the Mega Arcana pack in case I get a fool. Emperor, maybe. Maybe we hang him first. So I could also use the moon here and set up my clubs. I want to skip, right? For the red card. So probably the most powerful thing that we can do is remove the diamonds. Hang them. And then skip for the red card. I will open the standard pack for my 2 holograms. I could take a wild 6 or a lucky 7. Probably we take the wild card and go next. Alright, so here I can pick up clubs, I guess. I could play the glass card. I'm actually okay if the glass card breaks. Cool. We have a lot of long-term power here, a lot of long-term potential, but we don't have a lot of points. I could take a Celestial Pack for a Jupiter card. I could copy it with a Fool. Maybe. Seems like something I might want to do. Passing on the opportunity to get a stencil. Passing on the opportunity to do another hung man. Go next. I need money, but also I need points. So beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Alright, play the high card. Alright. I think I'm at the place where now I don't need to spend, so I won't. Though Buffoon Pack is pretty compelling, so I can try to get more points. Cloud9 gives me money, but it is eternal. I think if the plan is to go to Ante 9, then you don't take this, but we might not survive Ante 8 if we don't have any money, so I'm going to take the Cloud9 here. Passing on the opportunity to pick up the, what is it? Clever? No, it's not Clever Joker. What's the stinking thing called? It's Crafty Joker. Crafty Joker gives us chips. Passing on Crafty Joker so that I can take the money. And go next. Alright, now I have a hearts flush. I can dig for clubs. Nice. And this Cloud9 will fund our booster packs now. So I think because I have the holograms, I want to buy all of the standard packs. I can take a holographic card, but it's diamonds. I could take a steel card. I will take holographic. I'm not going to take the Arcana pack because I do want to try to save money or interest. As difficult as that may be, let's go for diamonds here. I know I removed some diamonds from the deck, but with the face down cards, the diamonds are easily identifiable. Times 2 from the tribe is pretty good for our flush plan, though it is going to cost us a joker slot. There is an economy tag coming up. I want this. I want these standard packs. Alright, let's do the hologram. Gold seal is great. Blue seal 8. Alright, tribe for a times 2. Do we need this? Is it greedy to not do this? Let's take it. Now we're broke. Okay. Oh, I should be looking out for 9s for the Cloud 9. Here, as far as suits go, technically we have more spades than we have anything else. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Okay, we might not need the red card. If we've got the blue seal, we got the telescope, grabber for an extra hand. Alright, let's keep growing the hologram. I could take a 9, I'm going to take a blue seal instead. I'm not going to open the Celestial Pack because I think we don't need to. I do want that grabber. Okay, I can go for clubs or spades. Let's go clubs because the blue seals are clubs. All right. I could dig for the blue seal. I'm not going to. I have the telescope. I don't want to waste too many hands. Boss says decrease level. That sucks. I don't know if we can avoid that, but it sucks. Grabber for sure. I don't need these buffoon packs, so let's go next. I could play the spade flush. I threw away some spades. Let's keep going for clubs. Let's do this. Queen high for the money. And then dig for clubs. Okay. Okay. So I have a winning flush. I'm just trying to get the blue seal value here. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, now we got money. Now we have interest. Now we could take a Celestial Pack, could take an Arcana Pack. Jumbo Arcana, I'm looking for Hermit or Temperance. For Death. So we could use Death, we could use Jupiter, we could use the Hung Man. I like the idea of removing diamonds and also hearts. So we can remove 2 hearts, we can remove 1 more diamond. I could skip for the red card. I think I'm going to lean into this telescope plan, in which case we don't need the red card at all. Maybe I could sell the red card and pick up Northern Lion here as another value generator, actually. And then take the Celestial Pack as well. Let's go next. I know we go below $25, so we go a little bit low on interest here, but we do have Cloud 9 for $4, and Being able to buy more booster packs also has relevance. So if you have more money, usually if you have excess money, what you spend it on is spending it on rerolls. And so I would rather spend extra money on these booster packs now rather than waste money in the future on rerolls that don't end up going anywhere. Let's go next. I can play a flush with 2 blue seals. Ship it. $6 I don't have room for. We can buy an Arcana pack. Okay, Temperance is 18. Could take a Hermit for 20 bucks, or we can delete 2 cards. I think right now I am preferring the money so that I can buy the voucher. Then I can also take a standard pack for my holograms. Probably more clubs. And then go next. Alright, I can dig for spades. I have extra hands. So I could use my hands to dig if I want to. Like, what happens if we throw away the spades? We can still get a clubs flush. And then maybe get the blue seals. Let's do it. Now we have the kind of money where I don't feel bad about wasting hands. I can play a pair of 5s. 12 clubs in the deck. Throw away the pair of 5s. I can throw away a pair of 6s. I can throw away a pair of 3s. There's a blue seal, that's good enough. Chip it. Yeah, now we're up to 8 on the high card, 16 on the flush. Don't need the glass card. Well, okay, we might want glass cards for the long-term plan, the anti-9 plan, but at least in the short term we don't need it. We can do something with these polychrome cards. Try to get more of those. Though the hologram does make that slightly more challenging. Could take a 9 for the guaranteed money off the Cloud 9, or we could take a purple seal. I think I like the idea of taking the 9. Alright, baseball card here is great scoring-wise, but it is perishable and it is a rental. I actually like the idea of taking the Troubadour. Troubadour is going to make it much easier for us to get the blue seal value, and I think that it pays for itself, the Troubadour. Maybe instead of Northern Lion here, we don't need the extra value generator. Okay, let's go next. Alright, my spades are debuffed. I have a hearts flush. So one thing that's convenient about the Troubadour is now I can hold on to an entire flush and still drop 5 cards. Yeah. I need to not play a straight flush, right? Maybe I should have played a pair of queens there. I'll play the pair of queens here. Bummer. $100,000 for a flush. Good to know. Alright, boss gonna take away all my money? That sucks. We don't need the constellation if I've got the holograms brewing. Standard pack, I can take a gold card, or I can take clubs. I like the gold card. Take another gold king. We don't have any problem playing flushes. That's not an issue for us. We can still kind of take whatever cards that we want. I got a blue seal here, clubs. So let's try to dig for the spades, because I know the spades have the gold seal queen, just like that. I'm only going for one blue seal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want to go for the other blue seal, I would have to throw away 4 cards at a time. The odds of us hitting it are pretty low. As long as I get 1 blue seal per round, that's good enough for me. Okay. Golden ticket we don't need. Arcana pack I can reroll once. Then I can make some lucky cards. I can make a steel card. Steel card is going to be pretty good with our blue seals and our telescope. But I kind of want the lucky cards for the money. Maybe I want to make lucky spades. I only have 1 spade here. I could do 1 spade, 1 9. I could, with the holographic card, make a steel card. Let's go steel clubs. And since it's a 9 of clubs, if I get a death card, I can copy it and then get a little extra cloud 9 money. Alright, I have a winning hand. I have the blue seal. I'm going to go for the spades anyway. And if we have to use a few extra hands to try to find a spade or a blue seal, I'm okay with that. Do I want to get rid of the gold card? I think I'll keep the gold card. It's worth a couple bucks. Ship it. Moon. Nice. Standard pack, we can take a red. Steel card is very powerful for scoring. We could take another blue seal. I guess between the two of those, if I already have the 1 blue seal, maybe what I want to do is I want to get this. I do have the crystal ball, so I could get a lot of blue seal value. This card is very strong. I guess like this, if I don't, I'm not going to draw it all of the time, and then so even though it is very powerful, it is rather inconsistent, and so I want to think about like what is my average score each round. It's close. It's close between the two of these. I think I'm going to go with the red steel card. Especially as a long-term plan, this could be the kind of thing that we copy. It's spades instead of diamonds. That's fine. I can go 1 more. I don't want to spend too much because I know that I have the rental that I have to pay for. Go next. Oh. Yeah. That's a thing too. Bummer. Alright, so my goal right now is to turn my fancy spades into clubs. I guess I could also turn diamonds into clubs or hearts into clubs. Maybe I should even discard clubs here, knowing that I have more. So maybe I want to turn this holographic into clubs. Nah, let's just go spades into clubs. Play the pair of aces. I can play a pair of fives. Okay, so I've got a gold card. What am I trying to draw? I'm trying to draw either the blue seal or the gold seal or a gold card. I guess I have a gold card. Maybe what we do is we throw away these clubs as high card or as a pair. Maybe as two pair. All right. I can do these twos as a pair. Okay, I can go holographic. I can turn these into clubs. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We lose the money. I'm sad. Oh well. We could have re-rolled more in the shop, but because all of our Joker slots are full, we wouldn't have really got that much anyway. Alright. I can take Jupiter cards. We are low on interest. Maybe I'm not supposed to take this Jupiter card. Maybe I'm not supposed to take these Jupiter cards. Maybe it's okay if we have Cloud 9. I definitely want to take standard packs for my hologram. I will take a purple 10. I don't really care about suits. Bosses, no repeat hand types, that's okay. Troubadour's done this round. Alright. We win in a single flush. I don't need the steel card. I can play a pair. So for the purposes of my telescope, I want to avoid high card, but pairs are okay. I can play a pair of sevens. I can play two pair. So this is fine. Play the pair of nines. We get the blue seal, and then we can ship it. Troubadour's done. Alright, I could take Arcana packs. I could wait, and then that way we can buy the magic trick for the holograms. Let's wait. Alright, it's going to be a little bit trickier for us to get the blue seals this time. Okay, but I'm willing to be a little bit adventurous. I'm willing to be a little bit greedy here. You can play a pair of nines. I can play the 10 also. Alright, not that many hands left. We have the one blue seal. Now we just have to get a club. Okay, I could play high card, drawing 2 cards at a time. It's worth it to try to get another club. Gives me more money. I'm just going to ship it here. Nice. Okay, 35 bucks. Arcana first, in case we get money. We could make spades. I could convert hearts to spades. I think I'd rather do this, rather take the Emperor. We have enough extra hands Extra hands from the voucher is kind of like extra discards, and I only need 1 flush per round. I do want the magic trick, because I can grow my holograms. Maybe then we don't take the Celestial Pack. Or do I want to pay $7 for 1 Jupiter card? Probably not. I don't need the sun, but I could hold on to it for an emergency. So this flush I don't need. Okay. Yeah, so why don't we make some lucky cards and then ship it? Okay, boss says debuffed until the Joker's sold. Could take Card Shark as a ×3. Could take Sock and Buskin. So if I wanted to go just to Ante 9, if I just wanted to beat Ante 9, I think this is what you would do. You would take the Card Shark. And you would probably skip at least 1 round. If you wanted to go further than Ante 9, if you wanted to go to Ante 10 or Ante 11, you would take Sock and Buskin. Sock and Buskin so that you can re-trigger, let's say, glass cards, glass faces, or try to get a photograph. I guess I'm going to take the Card Shark is what I'm saying. Alright, for the hologram we can take Lucky Card, Celestial Pack, we take Jupiter. 60 card deck, I'm not super proud of, to be honest. I don't need the Card Shark right now. Oh well, go next. So I don't need hearts, I just need clubs. We have clubs. Alright, 1 more club gives me a blue seal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chip it. Strength. Hey, look at 2 clubs. I could use strength to make 8s into 9s. I have 4 8s. Maybe. Here I could take a king of clubs. I could take a glass 4. Glass 4 could be powerful. I guess I have enough cards in the deck to where I'm not really counting on being able to draw the glass card. I'm just going to take the purple seal. And do I want the strength for Cloud 9? It's going to cost me $4 for this, but it'll pay for itself in 2 rounds, basically. So I guess that means it's worth it. Okay. So I just want to see some 8s, maybe. So there's an 8. One more time. 2 8s. High card is okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the future, I should probably save a discard for my purple seals, even though I don't have that many purple seals. Could be worth it. Cool. 2 standard packs for my hologram. Red glass is particularly strong. Another red steel instead of clubs. I'll take the red steel. Go next. Alright, so here all my cards are debuffed. If I want, I could sell the Card Shark and then try to get the blue seal value. Or we can just accept that our cards are going to be debuffed. as sad as that is. Managed to not draw the clubs, which is understandable given we have 65 cards in the deck, but here we can go ahead and ship it. Okay, 2 holograms, 5.5 each, $7 on Cloud 9. Only 2 rounds left on my card shark, looking for a replacement. In the next round, okay, there's a negative tag. Boss says play only 1 hand type. So if I wanted to use the card shark to beat Ante 9, what I would do is I would skip and take the negative. Not taking the negative necessarily expecting anything useful, but I need to skip something anyway with the card shark. So if that was the goal, if the goal was to beat Ante 9 specifically, take this wild card. We can still do a little bit of shopping. We could take this Invisible Joker. Invisible Joker, 50% chance to hit hologram. We are definitely scoring enough points where I could do this. Let's do it. Just for funsies. In the wheel. I don't have rentals anymore. I could take Star. No. Go next. Alright, Invisible Joker, let's... We'll see. We'll see. I forgot about saving a discard. So... Are we still trying to get the 1 blue seal? I think it's late enough to where the blue seal doesn't really matter anymore. So maybe I don't fight for it as hard. But if it happens, it happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chip it. Cool. Arcana packs are great. Maybe I'm supposed to reroll first. So I can make spades. I can turn my diamonds into spades. Yeah, before we go Arcana number 2, we could do rerolling. Could take a Bloodstone. Hologram is better if we can use Invisible Joker to copy a hologram. Temperance gives me 17 bucks. I can make more clubs. 1, 2, 3 into clubs. That helps. 24 clubs out of 67 cards. I'm going to save my money until after Invisible Joker happens. Actually, Invisible Joker, there's 2 options. Either it hits hologram and then I don't reroll, or it hits one of my 2 Eternals and then also I don't reroll. Because I can't. I can play Queen High here for the money. Now that I already have level 27 flushes, maybe the telescope doesn't matter anymore. I should discard this too. I can play this ace for money, discarding a king. I don't want to break the glass card. I have 2 more purple seals. I could try to get the blue seal. I should have saved the discard. I thought about it. I decided not to. Alright, give me a club. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I play these 2, I have a 5th. Let's see here. Better than 25% chance. Maybe 30% chance of getting a club. If we get a club, it's worth $3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship it. Yes. All right. Are we cooked or are we cooking? ×6 on the hologram? Bummer. For the purposes of beating Ante 9, we didn't need that anyway, but bummer, dude. And that's why I don't love Invisible Joker on the higher stakes. Most of the time, you don't actually have anything interesting worth copying. And then some of the times, even if you do have something interesting worth copying, you also have Eternals, which you really don't want to hit. But this does give us extra money. We can use a Strength card to turn my last 2 8s. Last 2 8s into 9s. Moon and the Hung Man are great. I'm going to save the Moon. The boss is play only one hand type, so you can't play any pairs. So I'll save the Moon for the boss. I don't have room for the Brainstorm. I think I'm just going to stick with the 2 holograms, right? A lot of money for re-rolling. Could take the Chad, but the holograms are better. Hierophant, not important. Jupiter is useful. And go one more. Alright, we can take another 20 bucks. I can remove the diamonds here. I could save the Hung Man. The Strength card I'm not going to use here. Let's go Hermit. I can turn 7s into 8s, and then later turn 8s into 9s. I could also 7 and Jack. We can hang those. I'm going to discard all of the clubs. Great. Discard again. Great. 8 and I guess the 5 with the Strength card. With the Moon we can do Queen. I guess, yeah, so I want to do these 2 and then a 9. I could use the Moon on just the diamonds and the hearts, but then I don't get to play the Queen. So I'm going to do the slightly greedy thing here and flip the spades into clubs. Okay. That's 3 million points. 3 million points is enough to beat this ante as well. For the boss here, we do need a little bit more gas. That's okay. Clearance sale and then the Spectral Pack. Can't do Ankh, but we can go Talisman on the King. Or the 9. Put it on a 9. Jupiter card here. Do a little re-rolling. I want to buy cards for my hologram. Oh yeah, are there any skip tags that I'm interested in? 70 bucks? Eh. I want to find a little bit more X-Molt for my holograms before we fight the boss. Okay. Purple Seal we can discard. Emperor gives me Empress for my King and my 6. I can make a Steel King. I can discard this stuff. Maybe what I want to do is I want to play the 2 pair lucky cards and try to get the money. Okay. And then that's it. Temperance for 11 bucks. I can make some lucky cards. I will... We can dig. We can fish. Play the 2 aces. Play the 9. 2 nines. Okay. I can play the ace. One, two, three, four, five. Chip it. Okay, so this is with the steel card, which we don't have every time, but with a steel card, we have enough to beat the boss. That's it. Okay. Take a Jupiter card. This other stuff doesn't matter. We can skip. Mega standard. We can take 2 blue seals. We could take a purple seal. I think at this point, the purple seal is actually better. Purple seal for a chance of tarot cards. And a glass card is okay. My hologram is ×8. Yeah. Stone card I don't care about. Luchador we can't do anything about. Chariot's cool. We can save the chariot. Alright. Play the pair of 2s. Managed to preserve my telescope equity this whole time. I can go high card ace. We should probably stop there. Alright, we have a blue seal. I can make a blue steel card. I could keep it as glass in case you want glass for the future. This red glass card, maybe I want to turn it into red steel instead. I will do this. I will go... We should discard first. Discard for information first. I don't need this 9. Oh well. Yeah, let's make a Zoolander here. And then go ahead and ship it. $9 million. Cool. I could take a Magician. Not really counting on it to do very much. I should take a steel card. That's great. And it's clubs. Even better. Another 9. Look at that. We got 20 bucks from the Cloud 9s. Moon is great also. Hierophant is not super useful. And the wheel? Yeah. Never lucky. Let's go next. So... do I want to use the moon? Do I want to save the moon? I think I'm going to use the moon on some fancy cards. Maybe my red seals, turn my red seals into clubs. I've got a blue seal here. Maybe we just ship it. Maybe we go lucky cards and then ship it. I guess I could still discard here if I want. I'm just being a little bit lazy about it. Alright, so no steel cards. That's 10 million points. Almost 11 million points. We beat Ante 10. If we want to beat Ante 11, okay. I need a ×3. So what that can look like is 1 glass card, 1 steel card, or 3 steel cards, or red steel card. Boss has base chips and mold halved. That's devastating because that's half chips and half molt is going to be 1/4 of our score. So to beat the boss, we would really need the red seals. Extra hand size helps with that. Yeah, so I think the move... Buffoon Pack probably doesn't help, but also it's only $3, so we might as well look. I think the move is reroll until we get Justice. Lock and Buskin we can't take. Darren we don't have room for. I think I can win this round with some shenanigans. I could skip for $80 and then play the big blind instead. I get $22 from the Cloud9s. Let's just play this round. So what we want to do, probably we play the Polychrome card. We have the Steel card. I need one more source of X-Molt. That's it. I can discard purple here. I can play the queen first. I could do queens like this. Because we have the moon, we have a lot of security here. I have the red steel card, I have the red glass card. So red glass we don't actually need, so I'm not going to do the red glass. What I am going to do is turn these into clubs, or do I hold? Maybe I continue to hold the moon. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can play the Polychrome. And I have enough steel that this will win. I might not need the Polychrome. I think what I'm going to do is use the Hierophant. Alright, the Polychrome goes on the right. We got the red steel, let's go ahead and ship it. Okay, so if I can get 70 million, then the boss is going to be 1/4 of that. That's going to be only like less than 20 million, right? So I want to find a Justice card. I could take a Wild 8. Buffoon Pack is cheap, but we skip it. Growing the hologram helps a little. I could take the sun. No. Holding the moon is best. Ace of Spades on the idol, that's not gonna happen. Star, that's not gonna happen. ×4, that's not relevant. Okay. I could do one more. Okay. I can discard this purple. Judgment. We can't do. Alright, high card, ace. I could play multiple flushes if we draw multiple flushes, though it's probably best to just play one good flush rather than trying to play multiple flushes. Well, yeah. Alright, play the 9s. Polychrome and the steel, that should be enough. We could fish for more. One more steel. Yeah, okay, now all I need to do is pick up some clubs. I can make clubs I can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play the polychrome like we did last time. Go ahead and ship it. So this is the same hand that we had last time, with the 2 steel and then the 1 red steel and the polychrome. So that's 5 1.5s. 5 1.5s takes me to 90 million. Still looking for a Justice card. This Jupiter card doesn't matter. Standard pack for my holograms doesn't matter. I can take a wild card. Chariot helps. Still no Justice. Lovers is a backup plan. Fool, I can copy a Chariot. That helps. A Death card would be desirable. Could go World instead of Moon. I think Moon is still best. I don't want to sacrifice the Moon for the Emperor because I can still use the Moon to flip the existing glass card. So go one more. Alright, that's it. Okay, so I'm not gonna convert anything yet. I could play this weak flush. I don't know, what is it, like 5 million? 3 million? Okay. I can play another weak flush. Oh, it's a little bit higher, 6 million? Okay. I can discard a flush. No. One potential issue with the Fool and Chariot plan is once I already have these 3 steel cards, I can't fit any more steel cards in my hand, actually. So, I guess discard. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the glass card. I'm looking for another red seal. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay, so we no longer benefit from holding extra steel cards because I can always make more. Ship it. Great. So we missed, basically. Bummer. I can flip these into clubs. I can make an extra steel card. I can play all of these. This is the best that we can do, and it's not going to be enough. Now, we did have an option. We probably could have played several of those hands, maybe -1 steel card. So I don't think we could have done the 4 steel cards, but we could have done maybe 3 steel cards, and then we had a couple opportunities where if I used the Moon, I could set up 1 flush. I could use the Fool to copy the Moon and set up a 2nd flush. I think holding the Fool for Chariot was unnecessary because we drew the steel cards naturally, so we didn't need to use the Fool for Chariot. We could have used the Fool for a Moon, and then we would have set up a flush which was, suppose we got 30 million for that last flush. Actually, no, that's not true. We got something like 25 million for that last flush. Without the steel cards, it would have been 16 million. So I could have done 16 million twice. Still wouldn't have been enough. What we really needed was, we needed to draw the polychrome card because the polychrome card doesn't take up a held in hand slot. Right, we already have all steel. The only way that we can get an improvement is with a polychrome card, or with the glass card. With the glass card, that also would have done it. In the shopping, if we had gotten a justice card, that would have done it. If we had gotten a death card, that would have done it. Because we could use the death to copy the red seal. If you copy the red seal earlier, then you have more hands in the beginning where you can play flushes that are kind of medium flushes. 20 million point flushes, you play a couple of those and it actually works out. Anyway, once we got off the ground, once we got going, this ended up not being that difficult. Most of that came from the hologram is just very strong, X-Molt scaling. Another part of that came from the blue seals. Blue seals, of course, absurdly powerful, absurdly overpowered, reaching, let's say, level 30, maybe level 35 flushes here at the end. The one thing interesting about this particular run was we were presented with a lot of long-term stuff in the beginning. We were presented with the hologram in the beginning, but you can't necessarily afford the standard packs to grow the hologram in the beginning. And even if you do grow the hologram in the beginning, hologram giving you times 1.5 doesn't matter as much as Droll Joker giving you plus 10 molt for flushes in the very beginning. So kind of emphasizing here how important it is to try to get those early sources of plus molt. And then also, what do you do when you don't get those early sources of plus molt? What do you do instead? And so normally the rule is if you have $25, you don't spend any money until you have $25 in the bank. But we spent a little bit extra in the early game in order to afford the extra Celestial packs. Normally I say, don't take the Celestial packs until you have the interest, until you have the money to pay for them. Because if you start taking them too early, then you aren't making any money each round, and you lose the ability to buy future Celestial packs. In this run, in addition to having the hologram in the early shops, we also got the telescope in the early shops. You take the telescope, it costs you $10 plus interest and a couple rounds of compounding interest, and then you can't actually afford any Celestial packs. You don't actually get any benefit from that. There was an opportunity to pick up the Cloud9. Cloud9, they gave us money. Cloud9 definitely hurt our long-term prospects. Like, if you wanted to survive until Ante 12 or 13, having the Eternal Cloud9 is not ideal, not optimal for that. But you don't get to Ante 12 unless you pass Ante 10. You don't pass Ante 10 unless you pass Ante 8. And so taking the Cloud9 there is what gave us the money to grow the hologram and then also grow also get the Celestial packs for the telescope value. So interesting. Well, that's 3-0, 3 in a row where we passed Ante 9 and almost made it to Ante 12. I think we could have made it to Ante 12 if we had a slightly different boss here. All right. Oh, I do want to also point out with the hologram here, hologram giving you like times 10 molt. If you have the photograph is times 2 on one card. And then if you have the Chad gives you 2 more activations of your times 2. So the Chad is only times 4 on top of what the photograph is already doing. And if you augment that a little bit more by making a glass face card, then the Chad is now times 16, which is close. Well, it's better than the hologram, except that takes up 2 Joker slots and requires glass. Whereas if we do glass plus hologram, then that would be times 20, right? Because the glass is times 2, and then the hologram is times 10. Anyway, take care, everyone.